Hey guys, so it is week 36 and I didn't do a video last week, so I'm just going to cover both weeks. Last week there wasn't really much going on for week 35 of pregnancy. I got sick and stayed sick and got grumpy because I was having so much trouble just breathing. Just from the position that Jack is in. He tends to have some body part up under my ribs, encroaching on lung space all the time, which of course gives me heartburn and everything else. And then on top of it, having a cold and a stuffy nose, and it was just difficult to breathe. So got cranky over that. I don't know. With all the heartburn, it's really hard to drink enough water because I can't just remember to drink water 3 times a day, gulp it down in like a third each time. What I have to do is take a sip, then remember to take a sip in another 5 minutes, and just it goes on and on and on like that, and it's obnoxious. So yeah, I've been having trouble staying hydrated enough, which I know I need to be better about, but I don't care that much. I don't know, like, I care, but I'm sort of getting ready to be done with this. So that's honestly the big point of week 35. Like, not that much happened. I think I had my baby shower. I think I had my baby shower in week 35, in which case that was actually fun. I've said it before, I'm not really into baby showers, but I had fun with the people that were there, and it was just a lot of love and support, and it was lovely. So thank you to everybody who came. That was awesome. Now week 36 gets a little more interesting. For ages, my mom has been telling me that, I think she started telling me this around week 32, if I remember correctly. But she started telling me, she really thinks that I am going to have Jack before my due date, probably significantly before my due date. And I was all like, you can't tell that. I don't know why you think you know that, but I don't think you actually know. And then this last week on Tuesday, I lost my mucus plug. Well, it can go back. Like, it can fill back in with mucus. You can grow back your mucus plug. It's a weird way to say it, but I guess that's whatever. And so I thought it was probably my mucus plug because it was just like a completely different texture, much more firm, and it was brown and everything. And so yeah, anyhow, I lost my mucus plug on Tuesday, and I just talked to my doctor when I had my doctor's appointment today, and he was like, yep, you probably did lose it, but don't worry about it. It's not like germs are necessarily going to come in just because you're missing your mucus plug, because you're just constantly sending down more fluids and mucus and this and that. And he's right. Man, am I sending down the fluids. It's obnoxious. It's an obnoxious amount of mucus in there. Okay. So I asked him a bunch of questions today. He's a really lovely doctor, and he is a doctor. He's an OBGYN, because at the place where I'm delivering, you can see a midwife for all of your appointments, but a doctor actually delivers for you. So I've been trying to see all the doctors that they have on staff these last couple of appointments. And so I asked him about raspberry leaf tea, and he told me something interesting about that. He said that if you drink too much of it, your child could actually come out with spots all over his face and stuff, because there's a chemical in there very similar to aspirin, which really thins out your blood, and it'll do it to your fetus way before it does it to you. So you could have, it's not really horrible for them, but it's not great for their blood to be that thin either. It's just not. So he said that about raspberry leaf tea. Oh, and he said that some people just really enjoy drinking it because it has those aspirin-like qualities, and it will help you have less pain. But but you don't want to overconsume it because it really can thin out your fetus's blood significantly, and your blood too, but you just won't notice it as much in yourself. Like having trouble breathing right now. Okay, and then I also asked him about evening primrose oil, because I had heard of that as a really common herb, I guess, to take to ripen your cervix because of the prostaglandins, and he said that he has heard of that for PMS, but not for anything to do with your cervix. So I was a little bit surprised, but he is an OBGYN, he's not a midwife, so maybe that's just why? I don't know. Oh, and I also asked him about delaying the cord blood cutting, and he said that that's standard practice at my hospital. So I'm going to a pretty cool hospital. Well, technically it's a birthing center because they don't do any high-risk births, but it's just a unique setup that they have there, I think. So yeah, appointment today, lots of discharge. Really for weeks now I've been having lots of discharge, but it seems to be increasing. I can't wait for Jack to drop a little bit because I am just so sick of having to work this hard to breathe and eat and whatever. Even though, here's a funny thing, even though I'm having so much heartburn and don't even really want to eat a lot of the time, I am gaining weight. Like one day I just magically gained 3 pounds, and I've been weighing myself about every day, and just, it's a little bit irritating when it doesn't just creep up. Creeping up, fine. Jumping 3 pounds in a day, that's weird. But it's probably just, I don't know, water weight? I don't know. So I now weigh 145. That's what I weighed today at my appointment, which is 31 pounds for me because I started at 114. And if I did that math wrong, we'll blame it on pregnancy brain. And I think that's it. I'm going to show you guys my belly, and then I'll be done. So, here's my belly. Well, you're at a weird angle, I'm sorry. But I asked the doctor if he had to guess about how big Jack was right now. How big would he guess? And he said maybe a little bit under 6 pounds. Definitely between 5 and 6 though. And I'm happy with that. Oh, we were also talking about perineal massage and stretching, and he said that sometimes it can cause contractions, so you don't want to do it too much before you're ready, like you're okay with delivering your baby. So it's not something you would do at like week 32 or anything, which I thought was interesting. I hadn't heard that before. I think that's all for my random trivia about pregnancy this week. Oh, also, I'm breaking out. So I definitely do think that my hormones are changing and becoming probably more labor oriented. I'm really hoping. I'm sort of getting sick of this. So, yes, I have acne here and here, and the little cluster on my forehead that just really wants to go. And I even had some on this skin, like under my eye, that I don't think I've ever gotten a pimple there before. So, yeah. Every time my mom sees me and she sees some slight indication that my hormones are doing something weird, she's always like, "You're gonna go soon." And I'm like, don't tease me. Because I would just love that. I don't know. Yeah. Okay, I will see you guys next week.